Hey, this is Dave Kidder from Microsoft, and today I'm going to show how to publish multiple cloud business applications to the same Azure website. So we're going to have multiple SharePoint apps that have different middle tiers. Both those middle tiers applications are going to be deployed to the same Azure website. So to do this, we need to do some configuration in the Azure portal first. So I'm in the Azure portal, I'm at my website. I need to go to this configure tab. So I go to the configure tab here, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom. Now I've already actually set this up, but it's very easy to see what I've done here. So all the way at the bottom, there's virtual applications and directories. This is the key thing. This is a recently new addition. We need to add, so I've got 2 cloud business applications. I need to add an application for each one of these. So what I have here is I have one of my applications called HTML intrinsic only, the other one's called master details HTML. So what I just did was I just typed in the name for the directory and then the physical location, which is just site whack www root whack, whatever the name of the application is, and then you have to make sure that you click on these checkboxes over here, the application checkboxes, because this is a web application directory, not just a virtual directory. So I've already done that. When you're doing that, there'll be a save button down here on the dashboard. Just click that, wait for it to finish, and you'll be good to go. In order to publish this through the Publish Wizard, we're going to need to go down the IIS path of the Publish Wizard as opposed to the Azure path, because Azure didn't used to have the ability to publish more than one web application to an Azure website. So we're going to have to go down the IIS path to do this. So in order to do that, we'll go over to the dashboard, go to this quick glance area, and we're going to download the publish profile. So we're going to do that. You see that's getting downloaded there, and now I'm ready to publish in Visual Studio. Okay, so I've already actually published one of the apps, and now I'm going to publish the other one. So this is the HTML intrinsic only app. So I'm going to right click on this and say publish. Go back up to the top. I need to fill all this stuff out. I had cleared it all out. So we're going to be provider hosted, and we're going to use IIS, not Azure. And we're going to click on this import settings button here. And I already have one imported. Go ahead and hit next. So this pulls in a bunch of settings. We want to publish directly to the server now. Okay, so on this page, what happened when we imported that publish profile is it downloaded or it sets the the web deploy endpoint, that type of thing. One thing we need to do on this page, on the publish settings page, is we need to add that whack HTML intrinsic only to this. So this is just saying this is the application that we're going to hit, or where we want this to get deployed to, as opposed just the root of the website. Go ahead and hit next here. We're going to say yes, we do want HTTPS. You need to use HTTPS if you've got a SharePoint app. I already had a SQL database linked to this particular Azure resource, so that got preloaded as well. I did that in the portal when I created the website, created a SQL database at the same time. That becomes a linked resource, and then the Publish Wizard knows that those things are linked. It's actually in the Publish profile. That's where that came in. Okay. So, and for this, I've already published this once, kind of cleared everything out, just trying to show what all needs to be different here. So I've got my client ID, client secret. This is all the same. Nothing different about that. Where is your application hosted? Okay, this is different though. We need this to be this is going to be some kind of garbage URL because of the way we're doing this. It's going to be the web deploy endpoint, which is definitely not what we want. So we want HTTPS :whack whack, full name of the website, and then / the application name. So HTML intrinsic only. Remember, that's what we had entered in the Azure portal for my applications. I scroll back and scroll down here. You'll remember that I've got HTML intrinsic only as one of my applications. Okay, so that's going to be it. I'm going to hit publish to this, and then while that's going, I'll switch over to my SharePoint site here and just kind of show a quick couple things. So people are probably know about like this AppReg new page.aspx. Like this is the page you go to when you want to create a new client ID and client secret. You might not know about another page that's on here, which is called appinv.aspx. If I go to this actually allows me to like look up information about applications that I've already got a client ID and client secret for. So if I go in, I'm just going to copy my client ID out of a notepad here, paste that in, and I'm going to do a lookup. And once that, you can see here's all the stuff that I put in, the title, the redirect URL, that type of stuff. So that's kind of handy if you need to do that. One other thing I'll point out while we're in here is, when you're doing this, when you're doing AppReg new, which there's a very similar UI in the AppReg new page, the redirect URL doesn't really matter what you put in for this. It just needs to be a valid URL that starts with HTTPS as the protocol. The CBA actually ends up overwriting this redirect URL when we publish. So let's see if this thing's done. Okay, so it says this couldn't authorize. And okay, so I think I know what I did wrong here is that I published with the I've been downloading too many published profiles here lately, and I ended up deleting one earlier, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go to see my downloads here. As you can see, I've got plenty of these, so I'll just do this one, and then I will have to go in here and put this in again since I cleared that out when I imported the publish profile there. So HTML and intrinsic only. So I'll publish this and hope it works this time. So my appregEnv.aspx was supposed to be something that would kind of, I'd kind of vamp on that for a while this was publishing, and that apparently backfired a little bit since this publish didn't succeed. Okay, so it's adding files. Okay, so it's done. So if I go to my SharePoint site, I had previously already deployed the app packages for both of these. So when I did that publish right now, what it actually was doing is just republishing the middle tier. So I'm going to go to my app catalog, and I'll just click on one of these. So I'll go to the master details HTML, click on this, keep your fingers crossed that this works. Okay, so I'm on this master details. You can kind of see I've got home screen, whatever. You look up at the URL, full site name / master details HTML / HTML client. So as you can see, I have full URL of the Azure website name plus master details HTML. I'm going to go ahead and go back to site, and I'll go to the HTML intrinsic only this time. And this should work, no problem. We're getting redirected now to the other Azure website, or the other application in the same Azure website. Come on, you know you want to work. This is so going to work. All right, we will try this one more time. Hope for the best. So is HTML intrinsic only. Okay, this looks better this time. Okay, sometimes the first time you hit a CBA it doesn't seem to work, but we've hit it now. So there you have it. We have 2 CBAs published to the same Azure website, and that's how you do it. So hope that you found this useful.